All right, good morning, everybody. Make sure if you haven't had your youth and your brain, please do so now, because it's critical that you pay attention and get ready to take a lot of notes. I took 4 pages of notes last time we covered this subject. Without, I'm going to let you do the introduction. And it's important. So get out your favorite pencil, get out your legal pad, get out your spiral notebook, whatever you use. Get out the red one, the green one, the orange one, the blue one, or the black one, wherever you keep your important notes at, because Stacy is going to dive in, cover some great stuff. I had 4 pages of notes last time, and it was probably one of the best calls we had in a long time as far as training and understanding a product that we get to market. And this one is, I think, going to be a really, really big one because everybody on the planet needs it. Well, everybody over 18 probably.
Yeah.
All right, so let's kick it off. Stacy, good morning. Thank you for all you do. And the microphone's yours. Here we go.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I am so excited. First of all, we've got 37 of you that have, well, actually, I should say we have 37 pages already submitted. And I know there's a lot more out there. We've got, what is it, one more week before we get the list over to Alma and Ember so that they can pick the top 3 to receive a gift package. It needs to be on the product Miel. All right. Some of you are calling it Miel. Stop it.
It's okay. It's okay.
So bring out your inner French.
I know you're all foodies, but it is
It could be
Miel.
Italian too, ladies.
Could be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Italian, but I know for sure it's Spanish and French.
Spanish and French and sounds Italian. You covered everything.
So welcome back, ladies. We are so excited you guys are here again with us. Yeah, like Niall said, we all got lots of notes last time. I got more. I'm up to 6 pages of notes, and we'll start over again today. And I know you guys talked to Rory yesterday, but he didn't fill me in on the details.
Yeah, no, we were just talking about just fulfillment and where we're going with Miel and the capability of the power that we have to do online, specifically with this product and the products that will be coming out. And he was just really excited about it. So, I mean, really the sky's the limit as far as like production for our product line. We really can and have the capability of selling a lot of inventory with Miel. And there's no limitations as far as like of where we can go with this product. So we're really excited about that. It's really, I think the biggest thing for us that we're excited about connecting to you guys is our number one problem is just that nobody knows about us. That's really the number one problem that Miel has. It's not, and even when we talk to our pros, we educate and train our pros all the time. And when we talk to them, we tell them specifically, please do not sell this product. It does not need to be sold. It doesn't need to be oversold. Because once the consumer gets it and they use it, they'll have their own personal experience with it, which we're really proud of seeing. But also, these professionals are using it in their service for their beauty services. And so a beauty professional would never use a product that doesn't work. And we've been on the market for 4 years, specifically with this product, using it in services for microblading, brows, permanent cosmetics, so fine line tattoos, has been a little bit more recent, but I would say a little over 2 years. And then areola restoration and waxing specifically, and then brow laminations. If any of you guys know what that is, that's when you perm your eyebrows pretty much. You get them so that your brows stay straight. And so anyways, I just want everyone on this call to feel super confident that, you know, this isn't a product that we're wanting to over pitch or oversell. This is really a product that we just want to highlight the benefits and show the before and afters and show the results and just let everyone know that we're on the market. And we feel pretty confident with our brand messaging, with our mission statement, with who we are, that we will be able to stand. Miel, the product, we always call her a lady because we're female founded. So Miel's a woman and we always call her that, but we really want her to be able to thrive and stand by herself without having a face attached to it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, and I know we're all starting to get our boxes of product.
I
got
know I've been
mine.
shipping it.
I've got it here. I actually got bit by a bug, and it's down here. I don't know what kind of bug it is, but it doesn't turn beet red, but it stays itchy and then it oozes. I put this on there and the oozing stopped within 10 minutes, and I keep reapplying it, and it's not even a scab, it's just healing.
How do you like the way it feels on the skin and like the smell of it?
The smell, I haven't even noticed the smell.
Oh, it has a
Really,
lavender
it's
kind of
very,
hue.
yeah, it's very slight. It's not overwhelming. I like that. I like that it doesn't stay greasy on your hands.
Mm-mm.
I typically have been using aloe vera for my bug bites because it worked. It didn't get rid of them right away, but it stopped the itching quicker than even the anti-bite stuff. But it just, you always have to wash your hands after putting aloe on, on your skin. This, I don't feel like I have to go wash my hands.
I love that. Yeah, you won't need to because it will go into your skin. Alma, you can explain that a little bit more.
Yeah, it just absorbs a lot better into the skin because of the way it was formulated. So when when we wanted to do this balm and have the reformulation done and a new pour done earlier this year, the way that it's made and it sits on the skin, it really is to absorb and to deposit all those nutrients and just make sure that it is starting the healing process. So that's why you're never going to feel kind of a little bit more of the greasy residue. We also don't have any petroleum byproducts in the product, which is a little of what usually will give that residue on the skin left over. We don't have any, we do have essential oil extracts in it, but it's not high enough to where it would be oily.
It definitely is not oily. I'm really impressed, and now I can't wait to get the 2-ounce jar to keep it for myself
It's
to
going.
give away. I did do something different today. I used it before I put my foundation
Oh, yay.
on my face, and my foundation actually,
You look a little bit more dewy, more glowy, a little bit
it
more
was
natural.
easier to apply. I didn't have to
Mhm.
blend as much.
I love that. So the great thing about applying the balm before you actually do, we always, something I shared last time on the call was when you're applying your products at home, ladies, you want to go from thinnest to thickest. That's just the way that you will apply any of your skincare routine and regimen. You start with your serums and then you end with the thicker oils or a balm. And the reason you do that is so the skin can absorb faster because it's not going to absorb a thicker balm or like oils as quick. Those settle into the skin beautifully, but it does take a little bit more time. When you are coming out of the shower, and even for men, if they shave their face, you do want to apply the balm while there's a little bit of light moisture on the skin. We always say don't rub dry your skin, whether it's on your body or on your face. Always make sure that you're pat drying. That's really important, especially as we get older, that we're not over irritating or over pulling our skin in just multiple directions. So we pat dry. And then while there's still a little bit of moisture on the skin is when you're going to start to apply any of your skincare products. And we love to say that the balm is the last in line because that's going to be the breathable occlusive. It's going to be what settles on top, what helps all of the other ingredients or any other serums go a little bit deeper. And because it really does soak into the skin so beautifully and it's not greasy, you are able to use it as a primer. And you can use powder foundation, BB cream, you can use a liquid foundation as well. And you don't need as much because the slip is beautiful. You're able to get a little bit more out of your products when the balm is on.
Beautiful. Yeah. And, I know we're going to start getting more opinions, reviews coming in from us. And you guys have a link out on Google that we can actually leave our review to
We're
help
so
boost.
excited.
Yep.
And
So we are working really, really hard on, oh, sorry, we're working really hard on our website to be able to leave reviews on the actual products. This website that you guys are seeing, again, this is part of the excitement about Miel, is that everything that you guys are seeing is less than 3 weeks old. So our website is less than 3 weeks old. The product direct to consumer is less than 3 weeks old. So when we say that you guys are really our launching pad into online marketing, it's 100% true. We just added the Google review, Stacy, but I'm trying to work on adding it so that you guys can leave reviews on the individual products. I don't know if that got up there. We were working on it this morning, but I know it's still being worked on, but we would love to be able to, and we also will be outreaching to get reviews too, but I think that will also help you guys drive sales in, right?
oh, definitely, because I don't know if other people do this, but when you see a new product, what do? You go looking to give reviews, and and then you want to read about the reviews. How did people really do it? So if you read it there on either your site or on the Google review area, and then you go back to the website you originally saw it, you're more apt to move forward with
Purchase.
it because it's a separate. Because sometimes I know, like if it's just on your own website, not, not that we're going to do this, but some companies pay their employees to give good reviews on their products.
Yes.
And so having an outside third party have that review capability available, I think the Google review is going to be great for that. I did just post in the chat so everybody can click on it and bookmark it so that you can get your product. What's that, Niall?
I just gave my review.
You just gave your you beat me. I haven't started typing yet. It's coming. I'm just excited seeing all these pages come in. Again, that spreadsheet is available to all MSIs, PSIs, and GSIs. So students, get your links to your instructor. And instructors, if you're not a GSI or above, get it to someone on your team that is, you're 2 up, and get them entered in here. So when I email the spreadsheet over to Amber and Alma, they get to see them all. I've peeked at a few of them, and not just my team. My team has been sharing it on our team chat to inspire everybody inside our team. But I've been reading some of the others, and you guys are really coming up with some unique titles outside of just the healing balm.
Oh, can we hear some of them?
Yeah. Hey, Stacey, before you do that,
Yeah.
that link you just put in this chat, can you put that in our chat in Skype?
Yeah.
Because in order for me to copy it, I got to click and go. It becomes that longer link,
I know. I'll put it in the MSI. There, it's out to all the on all the MSIs.
Perfecto. Thank you.
All right. I don't know, Niall or Linda, even Dina, do you guys have any questions for Alma and Amber that you want further clarification on? Since we're all co-hosted here. I don't know if anybody got any new questions sent over to them from their students or not.
No, everything was covered so well. The last time I didn't get there was no questions after that last meeting. So
I know I know one of the things you mentioned, Stacy, was that some of the people on your team are seeing that the beauty professionals promote Miel. Like they actually like, oh, I went into a beauty professional and I saw Miel there. And I hope that that really excites your team to know that is a big part of our story. It should promote and should help the retail sell um, better because you're not just selling a product that a consumer is just using at their house. You actually are selling a product that is stamped and approved by a beauty professional. So I'm really excited to be able to say that like that's been on the market for 4 years. You guys aren't launching what Miel has been established for. And it's really fun when you actually can see people validating and real beauty professionals validating that. I think will help kind of get this out there. So don't think of it as anything as like we're not competing with the wholesalers. They have to show a license to get that wholesale. You guys are really promoting the best price to the consumer that is out on the market.
I love the what you said a couple minutes ago. We are the retail launching pad.
Oh, 100%.
Everybody give Amber and Alma one of these and then one of these.
Mhm. Well, and I said to Rory, I called Rory. We had a big conversation yesterday, and I said, Rory, you know, we have a lot of product to sell, and I wanted this product gone yesterday. So, you know, this is where I want it to be sold. Like, and we want to partner with you guys and we want this to work. And so we're really, really excited. And I know you guys have done this in the past. I know that you have worked with companies and have sold out companies in the past. And we definitely want to be not sold out consistently, but we make our product in the US. Just so everyone is aware, our fulfillment is in Utah. So we don't do overseas fulfillment. And it's really important for us to not have that. So just know that there's no like, yeah, there's no limitations with this, which is really nice. And also we do know where it's getting formulated, the ingredients that are in it. I would say that we are definitely a more high grade and very professional product that's on the market for healing balm, specifically for the healing balm world.
Yeah.
And I would say we're no more on the natural, like we're definitely more on the organic, natural. You can stand behind it. You can know what's going on in your skin. It is 100% safe for baby skin. Now we're not going to really heavily advertise that right now, but to know that your product can go on a baby's skin and it's not going to have a reaction is a big deal.
Right. One question I do want to know is that 30% off. How long are you running that for us?
Well, we're trying to keep it as long as we can for you guys because I think that it's a great kind of incentive for the new buyer to purchase. Like I said, we're working on getting our full product line up, and that's going to take a couple more months. So until then, we'll probably keep the promo going because that's what we set. So we won't change it till, yeah. It will be changed, like eventually it will be changed. So we're not going to keep it up there indefinitely, but we want to get these products sold, you know.
All right. Okay. Niall, Linda, I want your input on this. We've got some of the pages people are actually putting on the page, click here now to save 30%.
That's
Do you
okay.
recommend them doing that right now? Because what happens when this goes off, they're going to have to remember to go back and modify it, right? Even though the sale is still going.
It is almost better to just say, go to the website and see discounts. Something like that.
Yeah, going through me, you're going to receive an incredible discount. Wait till you see how much. Click here.
Go here.
It's going to shock you.
Perfect. All right. So with that, you guys want to see some pages?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to actually ask you too, did you guys get any general questions about how to use it for any of the women or the men on here that are receiving the product?
Was acne ever mentioned?
Yes, it is something that anybody who is experiencing acne can use. It's gentle enough. They can actually mix it if they are prescribed any medication from the doctors as well.
Perfect. 'Cause
It's going to
doesn't
reduce that sensitivity.
most of that stuff dry your skin out?
It
I don't
does,
know.
it
Never
tends
had it.
to. Yep, it really does. It tends to. Most acne medication, that's the purpose of it. They want to kind of dry out the bacteria, but sometimes the skin will dry out, overflake, you'll see that irritation, that redness, that swelling, and that's where the balm comes in, where it's thin enough that it can help and aid with like with again, it's a non-comedogenic product, which means it's not going to clog the pores.
So wait a minute. I think this guy paid attention last time. Don't we have a cleanser coming also that we could use for acne right before we use the balm?
The cleanser you can use as a general use. It's created for all skin types and for all skin conditions. It's gentle. You're able to really use it in conjunction with any other skincare. And like the balm is that way as well. We really formulated these products to be able to help our clients heal at home without over drying, without overstimulating, but really just giving a lot of nutrition to the skin. So if you think about your skin being compromised, if you got too close on a shave, whether it's your underarms, face, anything, bikinis for women or Brazilians, the balm is so great in regards to healing that dryness, the itchiness, that compromised skin barrier. So I encourage everyone to try it at home. If you're someone who doesn't go get, regular underarm waxes and you use a razor, still make sure to try the balm. A little goes a long way once you hop out of the shower. Make sure to do that, apply, and then you can apply your deodorant right on top of it, which is really great as well. For any of the men on here, after you shave, make sure that you apply that, especially on your neck area. That's going to reduce the redness and ingrown hairs from growing out, any kind of that acne that does and can come from after shaving as well. So there's multiple uses for it, but we really would love for you guys to just have your own experience. Like Amber said earlier, it's not something that we always tell people that in aesthetic school and cosmetology school, when you learn permanent makeup, you're not really selling your services, you're really just kind of sharing your experience. And that's really essentially what the balm has become for a lot of people, is a very beautiful healing experience that they can share. Like, this helped with my baby's rash. This actually, for me personally, my little nephew scratched up his face, and within an hour the redness had subdued. He doesn't have any little marks on his face. And you guys can hear him gurgling right now because he's getting some milk. But it's gentle enough to use on, rosacea, eczema, anything that where the skin really is compromised. So we're excited to hear your guys' personal experiences for those who have shopped with us.
This is kind of a funny story, but yesterday I had made a pizza for my kids and I bit into it and totally burned my lip so bad because the sauce dripped on my lip. And immediately I'm like, oh my gosh, I need the balm. And put the balm on that burn, and there's a little redness there still, but it's going to go away today because I've been putting the balm on it. If I wouldn't have put the balm on it, it probably would have scabbed, to be honest, just because it actually was pretty intense. And so it's one of those things that our skin is constantly getting compromised. Whether, like Alma said, whether that's just that you shave too heavy or that your skin is really dry and dehydrated. Maybe it's cracked because it's washing. Maybe your cuticles are like cracked and dry. Maybe your heels are cracked and dry. Maybe you just got sunburned. Again, a lot of our skin is overly compromised. And so there's always a need for the balm. We heavily promote it for the beauty services because we are used in a professional realm with beauty services and to heal at home. But what happens is that people start using it and then they don't stop using it. So we really do encourage you to be more aware of your body, more aware of the healing process that it needs, and look for those ways to apply the balm. This isn't a product that you'll apply once and be done. If your skin is really, really dehydrated or cracked or compromised, you'll reapply because your skin's going to drink this product up and really absorb it into the skin. It's not going to sit, like Alma said, it's not a petroleum based product, so it's not going to sit on the skin, it's going to go into the skin. So that reapplyment is really important, to know that like these little minis, like, I mean, I have a mini in my car right now. And I don't think there's a day that my kids don't grab this and put it on their face or their body or somewhere. And so that's what's really great about our minis, is that travel size. So I do think our minis and our 5-pack intro pack that a lot of you guys have been actually purchasing is such a great trial pack, and it's such a great intro pack into Miel if you're not ready to make the jump for the 2-ounce jar. And the price point is great. I don't think people have to think about it very hard. And so we will have more of the cleanser and our balm, which is our duo pack. That will be coming. You guys are I know some of you guys have ordered that, and we're on the cusp of selling out of that. So if you do want the duo pack and to try our cleanser, make sure you order it now, because I think we'll probably be sold out in the next week or two for a second of the cleanser, not of the balm, of the cleanser, because we're sampling that. But I'm just saying that these little babies are such a great intro into our jar. But we have priced the jar enough that it's very competitive on the market. So you guys shouldn't have a problem selling it. There's two companies that I would say we are very, very similar to as far as ingredient. I think our ingredient deck is better than theirs personally. Obviously, I'm biased because I'm the owner of Miel. But there's a company called Anafisa, and they have a balm. It's a hydro balm. It's not a healing balm, but they sell their balm over $100 for that balm, and they're doing phenomenal online. There's another company called Fortuna Skin. They also sell a healing balm. I think theirs is $200. Again, they're very successful online, and I would say that we're very competitive into what that is. So the fact that you can get this 2-ounce jar in a very high-end glass jar, you're going to experience that product unboxing moment for $50. I think it's a phenomenal price for what this product is. Would you agree, Alma? We also,
Absolutely.
I was going to say, we also just got done with a show where we were at, and we were connecting to the Four Seasons, Waldorf and Astoria, their buyers. And every single one of their buyers that came up, we asked them, we said, would you see this in a high-end spa? So a spa that you would walk into and nothing would be priced lower than $100, right? And every single one of them said, yes, we love your branding, we love your marketing, we love your product. So you guys can be confident in the fact that like the branding and the brand messaging and the product experience that the consumer is going to get when they receive this is going to be good. And they're going to feel like it's a very high-end product. They're not going to feel like they spent $50 and then, they're like, what the crap is this? Why did I just spend $50 on this? They will have that, and they should buy. I know another thing that we're going to get up today, Stacy, I don't know if Rory told you, but we are going to get an auto ship option up on the website.
Wow, that's big right there. Now, I know you both, those two similar companies, and I know we spelled them out for everybody, the spelling of the name of the company last time we were together. But Stacy, anybody can put that in chat for anybody that didn't get it the last time. I like what you said about the value, because that's what we do. Online marketers, we paint the value and the benefit for the reader. And that's why the stories are good, the testimonies are good, the pictures are good, and the personal usage is key. Be a product of the product. It's so easy to talk about something that you use. So painting the value and the benefit to the reader. Any of that sound familiar, you guys? Nothing sells itself. We're not going to just put pictures out there. We need to paint the value and the benefit to the reader. And if we do that, that's the emotion that gets them to purchase, understanding the value and the benefit to them. So if we write that as product users or share somebody else's testimony, stories sell, right? We paid the product, the value and the benefit to them. They want the product.
And
That's
if you guys want kind of like another company that I feel like is very I would say competitive to us, that is very heavily on online marketing, because sometimes it's nice to kind of look at other examples out there, is a company called Mad Rabbit. Mad Rabbit is a specific, they do more of tattoo salve and tattoo aftercare, but we do heavily we're really in the permanent cosmetic space. So they're killing it. And so if you need examples, I always think it's not bad. Our copywriter, when we design Miel and everything, we always looked for things for inspiration, right? It's not that we cut and paste anything, but we also look for inspiration. So there is a lot of inspiration out there that companies are doing exactly what we're doing in a different realm, in a very similar market, and you guys can really just kind of follow the lead if you want to, in regards to what who they're speaking to. And I think they would prefer Miel over Mad Rabbit. We have beauty professionals that are turning over to us because they're like, Mad Rabbit is good, their product line is good, it's not great, it's okay, it's not awesome, but our product line, and they have different products, but our balm compared to their balm is 100% better. No questions asked.
I'll have my son give a quick review on that. I don't know if it was Mad Rabbit or not, Amber, but one of the guys in his shop found a new balm, and it had a little bit of pain relief in it for the tattooing process, and that's something that was supposed to help heal. And he used it on my son first. And
now they do have a great numbing. They have a really good numbing cream, and that's probably what, like, they give that to their clients to
sometimes
numb.
there's stuff in there that will get in. You're breaking the skin and getting that in there, it could cause other issues, right? So
But
this is
their
going to
balm,
be easy to sell to them.
yeah, their salve is okay. It's okay. I think ours is better, but I'm partial. But theirs is a little bit more masculine, and we are a little bit more feminine. And honestly, there's a huge, I feel like we're neutral. Like, I don't feel, we made our product so that men and women it could appeal to both. We did not want it to be, but I feel like our taglines of healing is beautiful and healing is endless, it's a little bit more of that feminine touch, to where we're like, slow down, enjoy the process, don't speed it up. It doesn't have to be harsh, it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be something that you want to speed through. You can actually go home and look at your skin and be like, oh, I want to nurture and nourish and hydrate my skin, not rush through that. So we're a little bit different in the way that we're marketing it for that. We are launching officially, and you guys will see that we'll be adding, I think, on Monday, right, Alma? Are we thinking Monday or Tuesday?
I
for our
believe it'll be on Tuesday, and we'll be partnering with the National Breast Cancer Foundation, and we're going to be having an event, and we will have a day in October where all proceeds will be donated to, or sorry, excuse me, not all. I believe it's 10% of all proceeds, and then proceeds all from our event are going towards our donation towards the National Breast Cancer Association. I did want to touch on something that Amber said earlier. So there's a big difference between salves, balms, oils, like all of that has a purpose and an intention. Salves are really meant to kind of just soothe the skin, so they will sit on the surface versus absorb in, where depending on like the balm, depending on like the ingredients and the thickness and how it's made and if it has petroleum byproducts or not, is how you can really tell on how it absorbs into the skin. So if you've ever put on lotion that you've bought maybe like at a general store and you've kind of felt that tackiness or that stickiness after, or maybe a little bit of that filmy barrier, the chances of that having a little bit more petroleum or fragrance or just ingredients that don't necessarily benefit the skin is higher. Again, a salve really is meant to soothe the skin. It's not to heal, not as intensely as like an actual healing balm. So there's an intention behind every product. It's something that you guys should all know personally as well as people, as just like a regular consumer. not all balms are created equal, just like not all toothpastes are created equal, and there's a customer for everything. And just knowing that that's the difference between our balm and other tattoo balms or other healing balms is ours really was made for a specific type of compromised skin, and it ended up benefiting everybody because everybody is able to use it to I mean, for all types of things that we've covered throughout the call. And a lot of these other products, they're for one service or for one thing,
That's
and
so
they have one
true. Yeah.
demographic. So that's something to really kind of, again, where these are where the personal testimonials have come in, even for us. Like, I
Mhm.
know that I shared this on the call last time when we had just little mini clamshells before we had a 2-ounce jar, before we had this beautiful rebranding. I had regular moms that were buying packs of 50 that had nothing to do with the beauty industry. They were actual clients who loved what their experience was with them. And we just didn't have a 2-ounce jar for them. We didn't have an option that they could have at home. So these moms were literally buying the packs of 50 in drones to just have on hand for their families. And I loved that. Like, I loved hearing that all the time, or getting moms that would message me and say, do you have a 2-ounce jar? Or do you have it in a tube? Or do you have it in this? Or do you have it in that? And just to know that they were using it for all of these other things and in their homes was amazing to me. So that's why we ended up, going towards this to the 2-ounce jar and creating this product and adding to it because it really has come out of a request from the regular mom, from the regular dad, from the regular user at home.
Yeah, and that's really who the retail is focused on. The retail is really focused on the client, the at-home use. And if you guys can see our banner, it says limitless aftercare. And that really is what we are. We're limitless, which like Alma said, and Alma, I love, love, love that you say that because sometimes I mix all those things together. But it's so true that like we have intention behind this product. And Alma is so good at making sure that the consumer and the beauty professional knows exactly how it's working, how it's going into the skin. But limitless aftercare, that to me says exactly what we are. We have no limits on our aftercare. We are limitless. You're going to have endless healing. So you'll use it for one service, like Alma said, but then you'll use it again and again and again, which I think is really
Limitless. Limitless is an awesome title. I mean, limitless, timeless. I know timeless is probably grabbed by a few things. My son tried to put timeless in his tattoo studio and he couldn't because timeless is out there somewhere else, trademarked. I don't know. But limitless, we've never looked into. And you mentioned it's more beauty than the guys with the tattoos and the tattoo studios. I'm going to be in a proud papa for a moment. So these guys won the award for 2023 best in their region. Every single one of them in that shop are so metro. It seems like the word limitless and the best skincare and the beauty thing instead of the gothic thing is probably the perfect thing for the shop. So I think I'm going to get some and just drive over there, take it to them, and let them try it all. Let them all try it for the day.
I think in the tattoo world, personally, this is my personal opinion. Um, I I think that roughness is changing because I do think that there's a lot of meanings behind why people get tattoos. And a lot of the reason why people get tattoos is part of a healing journey. It's actually part of their healing process. So me and Alma have talked a lot about sharing these healing journeys, these healing stories out there on the market. It has nothing to do with our product, but talking about why people are getting their tattoos. What is the healing process that they've gone through to receive that tattoo? Because I would say that, I don't know the percentage out there. I haven't done my research, but from just our experience in the permanent cosmetic space, it's rare that someone comes in without a purpose of getting a tattoo or without something that is actually very near and dear to their heart. They have thought about about this. It's been something that they've gone through. It's been a personal experience. And because of that, they want to share that with the world. And to me, that's such a beautiful healing story. And it needs to be more light on that, because in the tattoo world, it's so like there's this negative content that it's about hurting your body, or it's about putting something on your body that to make a stance or to do something negative. And I don't see it that way. I don't have any tattoos myself, but I have respect for the people that do. And
Because
I do
you really
have
get it, Amber, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Next time you're in Florida, we'll go to his shop. I'll pay for your first tattoo so that we can
Alma.
use
We already have our one, right, Alma?
We're getting the number 1111. We're both getting it very little, very minimal. So our mothers,
no
I come
place
from
better
a
to get
very
a tattoo
traditional
than
Hispanic home. So we want to hide it as much as we can. But even so, something that I wanted to share too is that I actually have a friend, his name is Alex. He works at the I want to say, I'm just gonna pull it up really quick. It's the Club Tattoo inside of Planet Hollywood. It's a beautiful tattoo shop. A lot of people go specifically there. It's like a Las Vegas staple in the tattoo world. And he's actually been using it for his post care. He does big, beautiful pieces. They're vintage inspired, lots of shading, lots of details on these tattoos. And what he's using the balm for is actually the care of making sure that those don't fade. So imagine getting a tattoo, a beautiful piece, a photo of your mother, a photo of your father, or of your baby, and the fading that can happen, or if you don't care for that tattoo properly, just over time, the blurring of that. And right now, his feedback has been so amazing in saying, like, every time someone comes in and I'm recommending your balm, they they're coming in and it looks still crisp, it still looks clean, it looks illuminated, like it looks beautiful. So that means a lot to us that we're being used in so many different ways. And we weren't created for these bigger tattoo pieces. There's a little bit of a different healing process for full body tattoos, but the fact that we're still incorporated says a lot to us about the care and just the treatment for these specific clients, which means a lot to us because we get to be a part of
Alma,
that story.
can you tell them? Can you tell them? Because this is kind of fun, and it's just I know this isn't a lot, but we are used to heal. Tell them about the scalp.
Yes. So in the permanent makeup industry world, there's a lot of restoration that happens. So Amber has mentioned areola restoration tattoos for women and men who have received double mastectomies. And that's where me and Amber really wanted to launch pad into helping and giving back to the community. But we've also come across a different community that we didn't really know has just been flourishing over the last like 2, 3 years, which is scalp micropigmentation. So if you've never heard of that, please take some time to look it up today. It's for men and for women. Bye, baby. Bye. They just took my baby away from me. My sister has come to pick up the baby. Anyways, so scalp micropigmentation is for anybody who has experienced hair loss or thinning and wants to get, especially for men, their hairline restored, and maybe they're not a candidate for hair plugs or they're not a candidate for a specific treatment. So what they're actually doing is they're getting a tattoo, but it mimics kind of almost a fade haircut. Now, just like in everything, there's professionals that do this beautifully. They do it for women, they do it for men. And we have a couple of clients who have done that as well. And their healing process is different. It's also, you guys have to think about it. It's on your head and you sweat and you have to shower and you have to clean differently. And the fact that we get to be a part of that healing process, and it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable for men who have lost hair. It's vulnerable for women whose hair is thinning and they're getting just, the pigmentation done to give them a shadow, to give them the look and the illusion of hair depth. And for some people, it actually even stimulates hair growth because they're just re-stimulating the scalp. But we love being a part of the home care. So for many of these clients that do microblading, permanent makeup, where they'll do a lip blush, eyeliner, they'll do freckles or fine line tattoos, which is more minimal tattoos, and now even scalp micropigmentation. We love that we've been able to be used in every single one of these services for their home care. So essentially they're cleansing with cool water with our cleansing oil, and then they're pat drying, and then they're applying the balm, and they're keeping that wound moisturized and hydrated until their healing period. Something that I don't know if we shared this on the last call, but the regular healing period for permanent makeup brows is 14 days with any other ointment out there. With our Miel healing balm, it's actually cut anywhere down between 7 to 8 days with no scabbing and very minimal flaking. Because the skin doesn't need to scab to protect itself, it's actually just taking those nutrients and depositing it into the skin. It only flakes as a natural part of the skin cell turnover. It doesn't need to scab, which is amazing. And for eyeliner, it's been amazing. The fact that, women don't have to have the itchiness of the eye or any of that irritation, it's been beautiful. For fine line tattoos, those delicate pieces, it's been the same process. They're able to really keep that delicacy of those tattoos. And now for scalp micropigmentation, the fact that these men and women don't have to worry about a very uncomfortable healing period at home is amazing. And Amber can touch on this too. A lot of our messaging where healing is beautiful and we're asking everybody to slow down, to care for themselves, to really take the time during the healing process is because everyone wants to rush through it. And in permanent makeup, you can't rush through it. You have to just help your skin. So we really encourage people at home to slow down, to follow all the steps, to take some time to self-care and apply the balm as, directed, and just to take some moment to really reflect on why they're doing these things, which is something that we really love.
That's awesome. One question did come in and
Mhm.
I feel it's not been touched on, so I am gonna ask it here. Is there a pH level on the balm?
There is. I don't know it off of the top of my head. All products will have a pH level. I don't have it off of the top of my head, and I don't know where those notes would be. I can send them to you this week, Stacy, but for any product, they have to be in a balanced level in order for all skin types to be able to be used. So I know that we fall within that category, but I'm not sure the specific number.
Okay, it was asked, so that tells me there's a potential customer that's inquired on it. So
Mm.
what I did, ladies, since we're short, I can show a couple of the pages, but we're running shorter on time. I already emailed you the link, and you'll be able to start reading through some of them now.
We're so
And
excited.
like I said, there's 37 on the sheet right now. Everyone get your links to your
Amber
instructor.
and me are really good at gift packages, guys. We really love creating care packages, and we will go all out. We're so excited to see the pages, and we're so thankful for the work that you guys are doing. This is amazing for us.
We're just appreciative. We've actually had, we needed more skincare in our blog sites. So this is exciting for us to really push and become products of the product. This is an easy product for everyone to become a product of the product. I know me getting the 5 samples, I'm going to use one myself, and then I'm going to pick people to give them a sample to as well in exchange for their testimony. They have to agree to give me their feedback, what they used it on, in order for them to not have to pay for it.
Oh, we
I
love
love that. And we go in, me and Alma go in weekly, or we're sending product weekly out to pros and to people. And we love popping in. No one turns this product away. No one cares. Like, everyone loves it. And even if you're just like, oh, open it up really quick and put it on your lips, like, use it right now on your lips. It is such a great product to just use and have that experience, just whether it's on their hands or their lips. When we go to shows, I give everyone gets a hand massage by me when we come to the shows, because it's so great for your hands. So any excess, just go ahead and rub it right onto your hands. It's great for hydrating that. So that's
this
a big
can be
thing.
used
Like,
as a
we can
lip
do that.
balm. This can actually be used as a lip balm. You're not planning to create a separate lip balm. They can just use this.
Okay,
We
where's the
will.
ratio? Because I love a hand massage.
Let's do
So
it.
much.
Let's do it. No,
We
we do a
really
lot of we do a lot of meditations, and like I said, we really stand behind the mission of what Miel is. So when we're doing it, we're teaching people. When I take the balm and we do our meditations, we actually take what we call gua sha, and we teach people how to drain their lymph and to self-care with that balm, because we hold a lot of energy in our throats, and so again, we really do believe in that self-care. So hand massages, getting that, touch point of energy and connecting to people, and we really do believe. But yes, you can, Stacey, you can use this as a lip balm. It's not going to feel the same as necessarily a lip balm, and there could potentially be a specific lip balm that comes out later, but for right now, especially if your lips are cracked or dry, it's awesome. I've been
Beautiful.
putting it on all morning, so I love it.
I started the call
I-
by saying everybody on the planet needs this, and you just validated that more. There's so many different areas to help. Okay, there's probably 50 different keywords in here for 50 different pages focusing on all that content. All right, so Larry,
It's not about beautifying the skin. We're not here to beautify the skin. We're here to heal. We're here to recognize what your body is saying or happening, and to be like, oh, I'm going to comfort this. So I have a scab. I'm gonna bring relief and nourishment to this. I'm not gonna let it scab and get dry and itchy and hurty and scabby. I want to make it nourished and hydrated so that it doesn't scar, so that it doesn't leave that, so that my skin is getting that proper care. Does that make sense? So I do think it's different. It's not beautifying, it's healing. It really is letting the people nurture and hydrate their skin.
I'm going to keep my
even though
law.
they're clients, yeah. And
The
even
next
though
time
you guys all will experience that, where you have very, very soft, supple skin within using the balm, that's one of the biggest feedbacks that we get, is how much skin will
It'll
soften. And then I know that we shared this last time, but for anybody who wasn't on the call last time, and I'm knocking on wood because I'm superstitious, we've never had a return in the last 4 years, going on to 5 years. We've never had a single return. So we've never had a customer complaint. We've never had anybody that has reached out to us and said, I'm allergic or I'm sensitive or anything. And that's huge. It's huge. It's huge. And we've been selling to permanent makeup artists who work with all different skin types and conditions and different people for different beauty services. So for us to have not had a return, a callback, or a reaction has been the biggest blessing for us. So we know that you guys are going to love it, and we know that you guys
you
have a great experience.
you probably didn't need it, but I'm Italian, so I knocked down wood for you. There won't be any of that. All right, well, ladies, I can't thank you enough, but you guys, Larry and Alan and Shelly, everybody that was trying to get their hands up, we're not doing a Q&A right now. We got way too much going on. But I got one more thing to cover, and I need to give Miss Stacy a break because she has to go get ready for the next section of our training. So, Stacy, thank you for all you do.
I'm just moving my computer, so I'll shut off my video. And
I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording because we don't want that to be part of the next one. Where'd the recording button go? There we go.